Welcome to MCCTV Shortcuts. I'm your host, Kent Pavelka. On Shortcuts, we highlight some of our past full-length episodes. We've had a lot of great guests come to our campuses, and Shortcuts gives us a chance to look back at some of them. So join us for the next 30 minutes and relive the very best of MCCTV on Shortcuts. During MCC's 2015 Intertribal Powwow, I sat down with Greg Graycloud, the Powwow Arena Director. In this segment, we visit about what all takes place during the powwow, and there's a lot going on. So we broke it down to the types of dances, the tribes, and the people who are involved.
I'd like to, for the folks who didn't get a chance to go to the powwow and have never been to one, let's start from the beginning and kind of explain the basics of what a powwow is all about. I mean, I think most people have seen probably video clips or whatever, but don't understand all the nuances. First of all, are all powwows pretty much the same?
In general context, yes. There's southern powwows, there's northern powwows, there's eastern powwows, and there's western powwows. It's just depending on what region you're in. They'll have a certain way. The part where I'm only educated on and talking, that I'm confident in talking about, is the Lakota or Dakota style, or the Plains powwow. So originally there wasn't a grand entry. That came from the cowboys. When they go through their rodeos, they have the grand entry, parade the flags in all over the place, and do that whole kit and caboodle. Whereas our original way was utilizing grass dancers. The grass dancers who are men and that have had a dream to do the grass dance, and they would, and it's a society that they're all a part of, and they'll go and dance the grass down, hence the name grass dancers. And they'll dance the grass flat, and then the rest of the people would come into it and be able to dance. So there's different categories. There's grass dance, there's the men categories, grass dancing categories, traditional categories, and fancy is a more newer category, but everybody loves to watch fancy dancing. That's a more southern thing. But now we do have northern fancy dance. And there's also a chicken dance, which is our relatives towards the west in Montana and such. The women categories are jingle. The jingle dress is an Ojibwe dance. The traditional dance is a Lakota dance. The fancy shawl is a more contemporary kinds of dance. And they have different types of southern dancers as well.
Well, you said there's north, south, east, west. What's the one here at the Metropolitan Community College?
I think it's Omaha, so I think they involve more southern. Yeah,
southern,
yes.
So, so that's how it begins with the grand entrance? That's how the powwow begins? That's
how it begins now. We'll have a grand entrance where the songs that are going to be rendered are by the host drum. I don't know who the southern host drum is, but they have a northern host drum and the southern host drum to play both sides of that. And everybody will show their best and dance their hardest right there in grand entry, and everybody gets to watch them along with the flags and the colors and the staffs and the head people and your head committee, and everybody will be recognized there. And then from there you go into categories or intertribal dances where anybody can dance.
Well, so does everybody that goes to the powwow dance?
They have the ability to. I mean they can. During the intertribals, which is just drums will sing and anybody can dance at any category, outfit or not.
But some people choose not to?
Some people choose not to, and you don't have to. You're not forced to dance.
So you've got basically a crowd watching the dancers.
Mm-hmm. They're just enjoying the different dances.
The powwow consists of more than just dancing, though.
Yeah, there's the dancing, there's singing, there's visiting, there's...
Right, so you do the grand entrance, and then what happens? Or are all of them the same in terms of what happens?
Well, you do the grand entrance, and then you go into the flag song, you're honoring the flags, what flags you have, the POW, MIA, POW, MIA, the American flag, you have your tribal flags, and you have your, of course, your tribal staffs there in the front. You'll have your veterans, if there's veterans here, and then you'll have your headman, headwoman dancers, and then you'll have your royalty, which is your princesses and things like that, if you have those that come to the powwow. And then you have your elder representations there.
So what happens after that?
Then you go into a victory dance. You sing the flag song, you honor all the lives that have been in battle, and then you go into a victory dance from all the different victories that we've had as the United States or as Native Americans, or as the general context of the form. You go into victory dance, which is normally danced clockwise of the Plains Indians. And after our victory dances, then we get right into intertribals, and we'll break for the intertribals to give time for categories to get ready to dance. And you go into your different categories.